Hey there, Sunny Fam, it's Mandy, and today we're on YouTube, so make sure that you hit that notification bell, subscribe, like, and share this video. Today we have a 10-minute tread pad workout, so grab your shoes and let's walk. All right, so we're gonna get started right away with a warm up on the calves. Bring one foot forward, one foot back, and just start to push into the back heel. I'm gonna shift my weight front to back to feel a little bit of activation and stretch through the lower limb of the back of the leg. Breathe in with me and let it out. Switch the feet. We don't have long for the warm up, it's only 10 minutes. So what we're doing right now is we're just getting a little bit of activation through these muscles that will be the major movers in today's 10 minutes together. Once I've done that, I'm gonna move into some quad stretching. So I'm gonna lift my knee and switch, lift my knee and switch. Let's just do that one more time, opening up the hips. And then I'm gonna activate my hamstrings by getting a little glute kick in, a couple of these. And then lastly, just get a little upper body something in. Roll those shoulders, nod the head. Let's talk about some specs on this that we feel safe on the tread pad. So first thing first, there's this little clip. There's also this little loop. You wanna make sure that the magnet is on and it's also looped in so it doesn't mess with your foot strike. Once I've got that, I clip in and I'm gonna grab the remote. I'm gonna wrap it around my wrist and then grab it with my hands. Bring your feet outside the tread so I'm feeling nice and stable. We're just gonna drop into the hips for a moment and squeeze. Let's do that one more time just to feel a little bit more activation through the legs. Last time. Okay, let's get it started. Go ahead and hit play on the tread pad. You'll hear it count down to 0. Then it's gonna pick up the speed to a half point. Once I'm at a half point, I'm just gonna start to walk very lightly and connect again to that diaphragmatic breath. I am gonna pick up that pace right away to 1 point. If you find yourself kind of in the display, then that means you just need to move a little quicker, right? I'm stacking my joints, I'm breathing in through my nose, and I'm pushing the air out of my mouth. Okay, so now we're gonna get into level 2. What's level 2 mean? It means the incline. So I'm gonna incline up to 2. And my speed can be anywhere between 1.5 and 2. I'm gonna go ahead and start at 1.5. As I do that, I wanna notice if I'm leading with my heart or if I'm leading with some other body part of mine. Ideally, I'm leading with the chest forward, my shoulders back. Today is an uphill walk. We'll be adjusting speeds. We'll also be adjusting up and down on the levels of incline. All right, so in our main piece of work that's coming, it's about 6 minutes. We don't get a break. It's only a 10-minute workout. And then the last 2 minutes, we'll play around with a little bit of stretching off of the pad. All right, so we are now approaching our next challenge, which is going to be the incline rises up to 6. So go ahead and hit that incline button till you reach 6. And we're gonna add a little speed by a half point. So for me, that's gonna be 2 points. Roll the shoulders back. Now that we're on a little bit more of an incline and the speed has picked up, notice how your body has adjusted to that. See if you can just take a little shoulder roll, apply the breathing, but also apply the core engagement. When we get in a little bit of an incline, I think the tendency is to kind of lean back, instead kind of lean into it. Perfect. We're gonna be moving into our next challenge where we'll decrease the level down to 4, but we're gonna increase the speed by another half point, or you could always add a little more speed if you want. It's totally up to you. Yeah, here we are, walking, feeling good. What I love about an incline walk is I get a little more posterior chain, but I also feel like it's a little easier on my knee joint. That's just me personally. So we are now at the level where we need to decrease the incline to 4, and we maintain the speed. Now in a moment, we're gonna be increasing that speed, I mentioned this, by another half point, or if you feel like, I can handle more, Mandy, add more. Just know we haven't added all of it in yet. I mentioned max numbers. Max numbers on this piece of equipment, max numbers will be level 6 for the incline. And then for the speed, max number is 3.5. So we won't go any faster than that on this piece of equipment, which is good. It's a safety mechanism. Okay, so in about 10 seconds, we're gonna increase the speed. So take a look down, see how you're doing. Probably showing you how much time you've been on this. Take a deep breath in with me. Let it all out. Excellent. We're going to increase our incline to 5. And we're gonna increase our speed by another half point. So when I say half point, I'm just adding another 0.5 to whatever speed I currently had, or previously had rather. So you can actually hear this. The tread pad is working harder, as am I. Now, when we're on an incline, we have to pick up the feet, right? So think about almost like you're hiking. Okay, we are rocking and rolling. Roll the shoulders back. Notice how the arms are just kind of moving in tandem with the legs here. So we are contralateral, which means right arm with left leg and left arm with right leg. Notice if you favor a side of the body. Give yourself a little room from the front. I'm just gonna mostly say that to myself. All right, so now we're gonna incline rise to 6. That's our max. Look at your current speed. We're gonna maintain this current speed, but then we're gonna max out on the final minute of work. So what does that mean? We're gonna hit those maximum numbers for just a 60-second duration, and then we stretch. So maybe you got a little sweat going, maybe you don't. We're all different. I think taking care of ourselves and really feeding our body with movement, as well as our breath, is essential. How are you landing your feet? Do you roll your feet out? Do you tend to favor your toes versus your heels, or vice versa? This is a great opportunity to kind of look at your walking pattern and examine it and see where you could maybe work on those skills of keeping it balanced in the body. All right, it's all out time. So go ahead and bump it up to a speed that's challenging for you. I'm going all the way to the top. Now you'll notice I immediately have to apply my arms a little more readily. I've got a fast speed, shoulders are back, heart leading. My light landing is also essential. I don't want to crash my legs back down onto the treadmill. Whew. I love this. It also gives you a little step count. So if you're a step counter, this tool is doing the work for you. All right, team, we're on our last 15 seconds of our push. Woo! What a difference. From start to finish, from light to challenging. Finish line is here. This is 4, 3, 2, start to slow the treadmill down. Once you've got it at a pace that you can manage, then we're gonna start to bring the incline down. Bring it all the way down to 0. Then we're gonna slow ourselves down yet again. So for me, I'm about 1.5. Just catch your breath here. We're gonna be coming off of the tread pad, but before we do, we wanna make sure we're at a complete stop. We don't wanna just hop off this thing. I know it's not fast, but injuries and mistakes happen, accidents happen in the most inopportune time. So we're at a complete stop. I'm going to unclip, and I'm gonna set these tools down on the display. The last bit, we stretch. So just take a moment, deep breath in, exhale, fold. So I'm gonna stretch the hamstrings here with a soft bend in the knees. Maybe feel free to just wiggle the hips as I bend one knee at a time. Maybe nod the head, neck and shoulders, and just articulate your way to rise up tall. Once I'm done with that, single leg stability. I'm gonna bring that heel into my seat, tuck my glute, so I feel that flexor stretch, hug the inner thighs together. Good, we're gonna stay on the standing leg of the left, drop into a nice figure 4. If you needed to hold a wall or a piece of furniture, that would work. Just roll that ankle around. Supermobile joint loves a little bit of blood flow. And last but not least on this side, shift back, curl the toes to your face, and get that hamstring stretch in there yet again. Let's do the second side. Balancing on the opposing foot, grab the knee or heel, bring your knee close to the opposite. So I'm hugging my legs together, and then I'm gonna tuck my tailbone underneath me. Just breathe for me. Let it out. Let's go into that cross-legged gluteal stretch. Pause here for a moment. We're getting into that deep tissue of the piriformis and glute. Roll an ankle around, and last but certainly not least, hinge at the hips, grab for the toe. If you don't actually touch your toe, that's totally okay. Rise your way to stand. We'll take one more deep breath in together. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, arms at the sides. I hope you had a great 10 minutes on this tread pad. This is Mandee with Sunny Health and Fitness. This is our YouTube. Make sure you share it far and wide, and we'll see you for our next workout. Peace. If you've enjoyed this workout, I invite you to follow me on the SunnyFit app. There, you'll find more classes from me. I teach Pilates, cycling, rowing. I'm on the treadmill. So come find me, plus me, and many more from all of our other amazing Sunny trainers. If you haven't downloaded the SunnyFit app yet, click on the link in the description below so we can work out together. Yeah? Yeah.